Hello, wonderful people from Ali at 11th House, Wales, and welcome to a weekly appointment. So today I have a really lovely visualization for you. And this is something that we can do anytime we want a boost of positivity, and especially at night when you're in bed and you can't sleep. And especially if the reason that you can't sleep is that you are going through events that happened over the day, and especially if these events are things that you could have done without. So we've spoken about this before. Our brain has a negative bias. What does that mean? It means that everything negative that happens sticks out, and it sort of drowns out all of the positive. And you might have seen this in your life. Everything is going well, and then suddenly something happens that shouldn't have happened, and that is what you notice. That is the one thing that you will focus on. That's what sticks out for you. And it sort of drowns out all of the good that was happening up until that point. And our brain has the best of intentions in doing this because it wants us to be alert. That's very apt, isn't it? It wants us to be on our toes, and it wants us ultimately to stay alive. So that is why it's telling us all the time, look at that, concentrate on that, that is important. Everything which is going well is not important, it's going well, so you don't need to notice it. However, if we want to have a balanced view of life, a balanced view of how we feel about life in general, how we feel and how we feel about ourselves as well, then we can actually consciously on purpose recreate this balance. How do we do it? By, again, on purpose, noticing the good things as much as we notice the bad things. So let's do this. And like I said, it's something which is ideal to do when you are in bed and you want to go to sleep, because it's a very soothing imagery of the night sky. But let's do it now so we can practice, and then you know what to do tonight. So if you'd like to, you can close your eyes, and I'd like you to take a few nice deep breaths all the way down into your tummy. And when you breathe out, I'd like you to really take your time to breathe out. So deep breaths into your tummy and nice long out breaths. That's right. So I'd like you to imagine, because it will be night when you're doing this, that you are lifting up out of your bed, and you are lifting up as if by magic into the night sky, going up and up and up and higher and higher, and feeling light, feeling free, and floating all the way up into the night sky. It's a beautiful night. There are no clouds. It's all clear, and all you can see around you is stars, beautiful sparkling stars. So I'd like you to take out a pen from your pocket, and this is a special pen. This is a pen for writing on the night sky. It's a white pen. It's a white sparkling pen. So it's just as if you were writing on that velvety blue, velvety black of the night sky with starlight. So with this special starlight pen, I'd like you to make a list. I'd like you to make a list of all of the negative things that happened to you today. What went wrong today? And I'd like you to include everything, and I'm sure that you will find this easy, this part. The big things, the small things, the annoying things, everything that you feel went wrong today. Just make a list with your sparkly pen. I'll just give you a minute or so to make your list. list of everything that went wrong today. Include any negative thoughts you might have had. Include any feelings. Okay, now you've got that list, and I'd like you to turn a little bit to the right and make another list. And this time I'd like you to include in this list everything that went right. So I know that, because of how our brains are wired, you might find this a little bit trickier than the negative list. So see if you can include everything. Think of all the little things, that, didn't need to happen, but they did happen. And it might have been something as simple as, I don't know, you had something nice to eat that you enjoyed, or something like you had a nice text of someone, or you had a nice conversation with someone you know or someone you met, or you might have had the chance to pet your dog or your cat, or your hamster, or someone else's, or you just saw something that made you smile. It could have been in real life, it could have been on your phone. You saw something and it made you smile. Or maybe you had a good idea. Or maybe you got something done and you said, oh, good, I've done this, well done me, out of the way. So include everything, any tiny little thing that you can remember about today that was good or was okay. So I'll give you just a few more seconds. See if you can put in something else. Come on, put in something else. Okay, brilliant. So now stand back from your two lists a little bit. So you got your negative list on the left, your positive list on the right. And as you are looking at your two lists, you start noticing that this writing, this starlight writing on your left is sort of, it's as if it was disintegrated into little dots. It's coming apart. And all of these little dots of light are now starting to fall out of the sky. One by one, your writing is all coming apart because all these little dots of light, they're like shooting stars, falling out of the sky, which is actually quite pretty. Just look at it. Look at how this writing is all falling out of the sky in all these luminous streaks until there is nothing left. So there's just night sky and stars on the left, and you still have your positive list on the right. And as you turn to look at your positive list now, wondering what's going to happen with it, what you notice is that it is solidifying. So all of these points of light that form the writing are forming new constellations. They're solidifying. They're going to be there to stay. So I'd like you now to imagine that you are floating all the way back down, very gently, floating all the way down and into your bed again. And as you get into your bed, I'd like you to look up at the sky, look out the window, look up and notice that there are new constellations in the sky. There are new shapes up in the sky. And of course, you know what these new shapes are. All of the positive things, as small as they might have been, but all of the good things that happen to you today, that they're etched in the sky to stay, and for you to see tomorrow if you want to as well. And with this, I really, really hope that you enjoy this and that it's going to be useful. I'll see you here, same time next week. So that's goodbye from me and from Edgar. Bye bye, everyone. Have a lovely week. Stay safe. Bye. Bye bye.